Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Adam Wolf, and we're back in Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age. We're going to continue where we left off from last night, which was we entered another dungeon of some sort, mine, if you will, and we're going to make our way through and hopefully get to Arcadia tonight. We definitely need to do quite a bit more leveling. I think we're getting to a point where we might need to do that. But obviously that's for like offline, not for you guys to watch. So let's load up our game and get into it. Cave, right? We went to the cave. Nice. Okay. So we do have some new, well, newish weapons. And we are able to do quite a bit of damage, but Vaughn is losing his grip on being able to do anything. He keeps missing, and the enemy keeps parrying and all this other crap. And Princess Ash, there's something up with her gambits, and I need to figure that out because she's not focusing healing for some reason, or she wasn't. So I've got it set up HP less than 70%, regen 50% cure, and then 30% curaga. Ally any if they have any afflictions, use Asuna. And then on Bosch, protect and decoy. Like, her last thing that she should worry about is attacking, but there's times where I find her just not healing and just attacking anyway. It just makes no sense. See, now she casts protect. Why didn't she do that a second ago? Yeah. Wasn't there something behind me? I guess not. All right, so what do we let? Just windy little place, isn't it? We got a bunch of flying goblins. You see what I'm saying? The thing's flying, sure, but I should be the one to be able to hit it. Because I have a bow and arrow. It makes sense if Bosch can't hit it. See, what did she just cast on him? Did she start to heal him? I may have to actually, you know, get gambits where it's like at 80% she casts regen, because regen is kind of bad. It's actually really bad in this game. Oh wow. Okay, there's a lot of spots you could just go north on. Oh wow. Okay, this is a, oh, okay, it keeps going. I think we'll just go that way. I'm just interested in moving the story forward, so I'll just go straight up. I don't care. We can kill things. Also, such a weird bow, isn't it? Oh, hey there, big guy. Oh, the guy put haste on himself. Ooh, double hit. Is that haste, or did he blind himself? What the fuck was that? So what's this? Nothing. Dude, Bosch is doing the majority of the damage. And keep in mind, I got to figure out who the person was, but I can choose a different license board. So, you know, I can be other things. So, like, Bosch I could keep as my tank, but I could take Vaughn and make him two-hander. I'm actually not sure if there's a license board specifically for two-handed. Boss? Oh yeah, we got a boss. That looks like a dark user. Oh, I did. Okay, there we go. Toxify. Well, that's not good. All right, let's just try our mists. I'll start with the red spiral. That way I can rotate. Because I think the end result depends on how many people you rotate through. I think that has a lot to do with it. Yeah, just do it. I guess when there's a missed charge, I probably should do it.
I've got you.
I've never seen this one. I swear to God, if like 3/4 of his health isn't gone, I'm gonna be angry. The mist is supposed to be the ultimate attack, and it just...
endure.
Damn, I ran out. Plus it goes very quickly. There it is. Hell, I mean, with this kind of stuff, damage... Yeah, okay. I almost 3/4, but still, that was even barely half. Excuse me? Bosch has got his mist already. Like, it's supposed to be like a limit break, but sometimes it just doesn't feel like it does enough damage. Oh my God, you can do it again. What the heck is going on? Obviously, the other two are completely out, so it doesn't matter. And we still got it. Hey, we got a different one. It's called Inferno. So I guess depending on the combination of spells or abilities, it'll just be... Oh, look at that. That is stupid. Just kill him. Ah, I got you, you little douchebag. It's true. That's just such a stupid looking bow. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, we can make Vaughn into like Cloud essentially. Skinny dude wielding a big sword. And I'm sure when I reset my license board, I get all my points, so I can just distribute them all over the place. Cure remote might come in handy. Phoenix down. That might come in handy. Elixir. That might come in handy. I'll stop. Bubble. I make myself laugh. I don't know why. X potion. More like explosion. It killed my healer. Why? You're under 50. She's under 50%. She gives herself regen. I feel like it's conflicting. I feel like that's what's happening right now. That's probably what's going on and why it's not working right. She gave herself regen, but she was under 50% health, which means she should give herself curaga, or no, cure. I think that's what's messing it up. If I have too many conflicting spell idea or healing paths, she should have cast cure. She was under 50%. Unless she did and I just didn't see it, and then she just cast regen when she hit 70%. I don't know. I'm really confused. Keep forgetting to put on Libra. Stupid fucking traps, dude. Look at this nonsense. And it is nonsense. Let's not kid ourselves here. Let me get out of that way. Don't hit the trap. Don't hit the trap. Oh, duh. I'm an idiot. I definitely think I need to look up like a YouTube video on how to actually properly set up gambits and how they work, because I am not doing it right for sure. Apparently you can't just stack healing spells like that at different percentages and have it work, even though technically it should work that way. I can see why it's not working, because even at 30%, she's under 70%. So it's just going to do the first one in the list, right? But I wonder if I have to put it in reverse. Let's try that. Let's put the most important one at the top. Obviously, well, technically this one never should have fucking moved, but we'll put that one at the top and see if maybe that changes anything. Are the treasures even worth it ever? I mean, sometimes if I don't buy any weapons and I find a duplicate of the weapon I just bought, had I known. That was it, huh? Yes, the list goes in order. So if the HP drop below 50 and 70% of the same attack, then it should follow the order. Okay, so first of all, welcome. Jacob, welcome. Secondly, so since I put it in the reverse order, should work that way, I think. But I'm gonna guess that it's probably not gonna work either way, and I can't just do something like this. Well, this is my first playthrough, first official playthrough. I've attempted many times, but never did finish it. So this has been my first time finishing the game, at least. And the gambit system is so cool, but it's like it can get really complex, you know, and Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely just gonna let it go and see what happens. But if my thought process is correct, okay, having the lower percentage at the top should be the computer going through it and be like, okay, they're not lower than 30. So like say it was at 50%. They're not lower than 30, so we move up to the next one is 50%. Okay, now I cast Cure. Or if it hits 70%, cast Regen. That sort of thing. I hope. The f is this, dude? Yo, we got an elevator? Oh, cutscene. To be honest, it's probably not actually a cutscene. Was I supposed to hit that? I didn't even get to explore the rest of that. I mean, I talked about it at the beginning of this playthrough that for me back in the day when Final Fantasy VIII came out, the junction system was really complicated. You know, that was, you know, years and years later, I looked up a YouTube video and I saw how overpowered it could be if you used it right. But I didn't, as somebody, you know, back in 1998. Oh, I was supposed to do that. There was nothing left, basically. Okay, there we go. We're good. Back in 98, man, the junction system was crazy complex compared to what we were used to already with, you know, Final Fantasy VII and all prior Final Fantasies.
Smells less like a capital, more like a sewer.
Even empires have need of sewers. The runoff from Arcades proper pools here, those who lack papers to live in the city itself. The mighty who have fallen, and the fallen who would be mighty. Their eyes never leave Arcades.
I guess it must be a lot nicer than this place.
Oh, to be sure. Arcades reeks of a different filth. Let's be off. We can follow our noses to Draclaw.
All right, it's already really early in the stream, but I'm an old man, so quick bathroom break, be right back. Okay. Maybe Final has introduced a new system that you can get crazy complicated with, or just use it simply. They'll have their learning curve. For sure, for sure. I mean, the very second game in the entire franchise changed up the way that you leveled your character right off the bat. So it's like, it's kind of crazy. Ever since the beginning, they've been doing different things with just about every single game. But this one for sure, man. I mean, I haven't done anything with, oh, he's just got, okay, what is this? To mindlessly attack with weapon in hand. Why the hell would I do that? So, like, perfect example is Bosch. I haven't even unlocked any more of the, you know, gambit slots for him because I haven't been buying gambits. And I'm basically designating him my tank by slapping decoy on him and then using protect. Ash is my full-on healer. Oh, she's terrible at it. And Vaughn, I'm still on the fence about if I chose the right path, and I know I can just change it. There's a person we have to talk to, but we can change the license boards that we use. I might change his just because he keeps missing, man. He keeps missing his shots. They keep getting parried somehow. You know, RNG is not in Vaughn's favor as an archer, so I might actually kind of turn him into like Cloud and just give him a giant two-handed sword to swing around. Skinny boy with giant two-handed sword. Oh. Ah. Taking all these people's treasure. It just happens to be knots of rust, but it's useful to me. Clearly, all they deal with is rust. And then these little bastards, oh, let's just have a little party. Okay. Yeah, they're just dancing while everybody else is shitting themselves in the streets. Ungrateful Moogles. I mean, I just like the idea of even my character, whichever character I decide to take control of, I throw gambits on. I don't even have to target enemies anymore. He just starts, which is great. I don't have to do anything. I like that aspect of the game. But I'm definitely a simple-minded man, to say the least. So getting complex gambit systems put together, I don't know. That's why I think I might actually have to. I wanted to figure it out for myself, but I'm not that smart. So I might look up maybe a guide, YouTube or otherwise, and just be like, okay, how do I make a healer? How do I make a tank? So on and so forth. I went sword route. It's been a long time, but I remember a sword in his hands, and that's what I usually run. Yeah, I mean, well, he starts off with that. He starts off with a sword in his hands, and then you can just kind of pick and choose. I like the way that they've got in the Zodiac Age. They got this whole thing where you can basically choose, you know, the boards that you want or the classes you want, and then you fill out the license boards. I like that. I think it's a really cool aspect of the Zodiac Age. And that's why I was like, man, I was trying to figure out if I wanted to hook on my PS2 and play the original. Though I like I said, was it last night or the night before? I don't think the original had the speed up mode. I'm pretty sure it didn't. And I don't think it had this overlay map that you could turn on. So you're constantly opening the map and closing it and wondering where to go and so on and so forth. But I will say that the overlay map, having it on all the time, just really, it gets in the way. And you know, when you just want to look at the game, you can't because it's right there in your face. So I wanted to figure out for myself, eventually look it up. That was when it first came out, so not so easy. Yeah, for real. I mean, obviously, unless you had the, well, actually, maybe even the strategy guide didn't really give you much of an idea. It certainly wouldn't give you gambit setups. But I feel like it would have probably explained the gambit system a little bit more than the in-game did. For stuff like this, where I'm having to figure out, okay, she's doing it wrong, so now I'm going to try swapping these and say, okay, look for these in reverse order, lowest to highest, so on and so forth. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, you can do 2 times or 4 times. 4 times is a bit nuts. so you got 2 times here, right? It makes, I'm telling you, man, I spent a few hours on Saturday, I think, this past Saturday. A few hours leveling up around the Giza Plains. With this, all I did was just run through, and because the gambit system was on, it's just like boom, 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 boom. I just had to hold forward, and they just did stuff. Mostly for LP, but also for leveling. I mostly did it for the LP, though. So this is 2 times. And that's 4 times. I never use 4 times. The camera is not, you can't, here's the problem. Camera, I can't make the camera come back far enough, and it's uncontrollable at that speed. Can't do it. But 2 times is nice. I'll tell you what, the first time I actually went off of 2 times and went back to normal, it looked like I was running in slow motion. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, it's definitely, oh, uh-oh. Do we talk to these guys? Oh, yeah, yeah. I have. Okay. Excuse me? Vulgars. I didn't swear. Fucker. Okay. I didn't realize I had a reading part here. Well, well, well. There's a sight for sore eyes. Didn't think I'd be seeing you again. Not here. First, it'd be nice just trying to knock out loads of battles. Yeah, for real, for real. It's actually, it's kind of nice, but the camera is uncontrollable. It'd make you sick, I swear to God. Oh, wonderful. Enter the street here. A pirate would do well to smile. Wouldn't want to sour his reputation. You know this guy? An old friend. He's a street ear. A peddler of rumor and hearsay by the name of Julius. He'd bite a guild given him by his own mother and shave it by half to pay for her funeral. Sometimes in here with the tight purse strings the order of the day. Like when a pirate decides he fancies going up in the world. To the city? You know a way? In Arcades, knowledge is power. And power has a way of opening doors, boy. Now, a fool will buy a sack of feathers for his pillow, but a wise man, he'll buy the whole stinking cockatrice and get his fill of meat into the bargain. So wise up, man. How does 1500 gil sound? Dude is... What? Can I just say no? I'm gonna see what happens. You would do well to learn the ways of the world, boy, lest the world have its way with you. You rotten little bitch. Fine, douchebag with a girl's name. You're like I can make money hand over fist. Bright boy, you learn fast. I call this meeting to order. Tell me, boy, heard any rumors in town? I haven't heard much of anything. I need to hear before I talk. The boy would do well to see what his ears can pick up off the streets. Once a douchebag, always a douchebag. This guy's a douchebag. So now I gotta go wandering around talking to random people. I will say that is one thing that I think I miss about the old games is the fact that I have noticed in this game that there are some things you can get just by talking to random people. You don't really do talking to random people in modern RPGs anymore. City's just up the stairs. My head says all I've got to do is walk up and my feet are trembling with the assassination. Excuse me? There was an assassination? Hands on, but it turns out some were true, and before long I ended up back down here. Plans to go to the city with my bow. Your bow? I know what it means, but it's pretty close to boo. Maybe, is that what people, like, where the people got the word, oh, he's my boo, from? Is that where they got it from? The actual French word beau? I think it's French. But he's kept me waiting for hours. I expect he's lost. He's so provincial. Well, that's rude. Sir, you would do well to put a shirt on. Lest my ill luck rub off on you, I lost everything. Everything! If I had only had the right information. Well, that's what I'm trying to get, is the right info on something. I'm not sure what. People around here, they're the ones what didn't make it up there. Dregs, dropouts. I tire of the vulgar life, but I'll get out. That's what they all say. And then you try, and you fail, and then you never do it again. So now we take a right. I'm just going to talk to everybody I can, so that way I get as much information as possible. If, you know, I can. Come to hear a tale, perhaps? There's a lot to be learned from the stories of the past. A lot you youngsters seem to have forgotten. To your peril, you should show a little more respect for fairy tales. Nope. Because fairy tales are tales, not reality. Going on from here is Arcades. You go there, you'd best watch yourself. People there, they pluck the feathers from a living chocobo if they thought they could make a profit on them. I'd turn back if I was you. Okay. People really don't want us to go there. Think you might not stare at me. I'm in the midst of a very important conversation. Go fuck yourself. How about that, douchebag? He's definitely from Arcades. Don't think you can look down on me. I'm saving my gil to get out of here and up there. Why, I've got a bag full of coin put aside already. That is, I had a bag full of coin till someone came along and stole it. I was sure to be safe at as houses in that barrel too. Okay, so there's a barrel full of gil potentially, or maybe we'll find out where it went. My grand's got me worried. She keeps on talking about going out to the city and making a fortune. Making a fortune? She's old. If she's wise enough. Trying to go up to Arcades, perchance. I know the type. All hopes and dreams, but never any knowledge. You wouldn't venture into battle without a blade, am I right? To go to the city without the proper knowledge? Why, 'tis the same thing. And I'll tell you something else. It was knowledge what brought them senators to their knees, and that's the truth. Still want to go to the city? Were the senators on their knees when they were assassinated? I'll tell you a secret, but it stays between us two, right? I spied some at Incredible just now. What? Wouldn't you like to know? Just a bag of coin just thrown in a barrel, it was. With a hoard like that, the city will be me oyster. Now don't go tell anyone, you hear? Okay, so he found the bag of coins. Me? I'm ready to begin a new life up in the city, that's for sure. I've been tricked out of all I owned before, but this time I'll go prepared. I don't know. The scammers of today still scamming old people out of their money. Know where the Alley of Muted Sighs got her name? See, there's two kinds of people here. Them as want to go up to the city, and them as want to keep those people down here where they belong, telling them lies and spreading them misfortune or misinformation to confuse them. Damn, this game was predicting misinformation 20 years ago. Them poor ones what never made it up. They're the ones what are science, see? You weren't headed up to the city, were you? I know he's got a British accent, but probably a Cockney accent. Hello there. Oh, don't bother trying to talk to her. Me sister's not stopped looking off into the distance since a fella went up to the city. Alright. You alright? Alright, where's the guy that oh, this guy. Yeah, I know where your bag of coins went, pal. Okay, I guess I won't be telling him. Alright, so the lucky guy. Is that all I get from him is a bag of coins? Yeah. Okay, so... Did you hear about a man who picked a bag of coins out of a barrel? Bags and barrels, eh? A boy would do well to bring that morsel to a man named Beasley near here. Tell him what you've heard. I did! I tried to. He wouldn't fucking have it. What a waste of time. I knew exactly who to talk to, and the game was like, no, you gotta go back and talk to douchebag to talk to the other douchebag. Well, you're telling me that you know the bloke that was taking me coin? Oh, it was him, was it? Yeah. So are you gonna do anything, or... So now do I run back to Jules and... trigger another thing? Oh. What the fuck? Where did he go? Oh, good lord. What the fuck, dude? I hate this guy already. You told him just as I told you. Good boy. Excuse me? Not a dog. Not sure what any of this has to do with going up in the world. Oh? Witness the power of knowledge, my boy. See? It begins. Yeah, I got them into a fight now. Aye, 'tis a fight. Beasley's gone wild. Start a fight, guards, and then we go. Yeah. Now's our chance. Thanks, Jules. Douchebag. Never thought you'd go for such a meager price. 1,500 gil is meager. Pirates should know that words are worth gil uncountable. Here's some words for you. The prodigal Bunansa's son come back to the Imperial Roost. See, words of much value. These. Ah. Right, now we're in the city. The Imperial City of Arcades, and it's kind of looking arcadey. They have flying cars. We don't have flying cars.
You're gaping like a fish out of water.
I'm just checking out the city. Even if it is the Empire.
You've changed, Vaughn. You were always marching to your own beat. Almost like you were impatient even. In a good way.
Maybe it's because I've seen more now. Never imagined I'd ever come this far away from home. Hey, Lars is here in the city, isn't he? He's a tough one. I wonder how he's doing.
You always were a soft touch, Vaughn. You know what's amazing? I always thought I'd go my whole life without meeting people like the Princess or Lord Larsa. And here we are in the capital.
I know. It's a little over my head sometimes.
Good, Vaughn. You've come to understand the difficulties of serving royalty.
Hey, I'm just along for the ride.
That wasn't a complaint, was it, Bosch?
Right. Let's get moving.
Hey, don't change the subject.
Right.
I do wonder... I'm playing this in English to start because, you know, it's what I grew up with. The original did not have the choice of Japanese because they weren't really translating into their language just at that time. But I haven't heard the whole game all the way through in English, so, you know, because I don't really know the story in its entirety. Even though I prefer Japanese. We go our separate ways here, Vaughn. I have some business to attend to. We'll meet again later. Hey! Okay. What? Balthier's a busy man. Lady, you look like you can't even move in that dress. That's a better dress. Oh, we got some stores. Okay. All right, good. We got... Okay. Let's check the magic. There, good. Right next to the doorway. I like it. Got confused. All right, so I've already started getting Princess Ash into black magic, so... I definitely should get Shell, because that should be a part of her... See, now... This is where I got to go to the Gambits, because I need to figure out if I can actually target a foe specific with an element to counter that element with a specific spell. I don't know if I can. I don't know if they made it that complex, but that'd be pretty cool if they did. These get pretty expensive. I might be thinking too much outside the box of the system. We got a Technic store over here, which the Technics are like the only useful ones are Libra, and I thought the Traveler one would be really good, but it doesn't actually take into account all of your steps, because if it did, that's 260,000 damage and everything would die. So, all right, armaments. I like this. They're right next to the damn door. Makes it quick. Rune blade. Burning bow. It's called the burning bow. It has no element. Whew. Man, these are expensive. Luckily, just Ash doesn't get a new one. So I don't have to get 3 weapons, but even these two, 11 and 12. I have just enough. But then I don't have anything for armor. Dude, look at that. A mace with Doom on it. So there's two-handed spear. I'd want a two-handed sword if I'm going to swap Vaughn over. Oh, got an extra. Oh, I didn't even notice I got a new crown for her, or new headpiece for her. All right. Rocky. Got a lot to sell, but I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna sell. Wait. Ah, the weapon and armor is in the same spot. Okay, all right. So we get new stuff for Vaughn. We have a new headpiece for her. Bosch still doesn't have the license for the platinum stuff, so I'm gonna need to this is where I really try. I need to make the decision on, you know, doing some extra leveling, but I kind of want to move the story forward here. And it does look like we're doing pretty well, even with the weapons that we have, but it's always good to keep, you know, keep your weapons up to date. Gotta find some way to sneak inside the Draklor laboratory. Let's go back this way. Ah! There's the gambit. What else is here? Yeah, okay. Let's go to the gambit shop and see if there's anything like... See if maybe I'm... maybe correct about... what we might be able to get. Targeted by ally, furthest, nearest, highest, lowest max HP, highest and lowest MP, strength, magic power, speed. See, it says foe status. Target any foe with doom status, but like... I'm more looking for their weakness. If I know their weakness, then she'll cast a spell based on that. Boom! It really does do that. Okay, that's awesome. Fire, lightning, ice, earth, water, wind, holy, dark. Susceptible to fire damage or weak against. I mean... is being susceptible less than being weak? Okay, all right, but they have exactly what I thought I needed. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 different. There's 8 different statuses. And there's only a total of 12. I obviously would get rid of this. Okay. I could get rid of these two and just, I guess, do it manually. I'm not really keen on that, but she has a total. You can have a total of 12. These are really the most important thing. So all this would be set up for black magic. She just doesn't have, I mean, even with white magic and black magic, she still doesn't have enough MP. At least I don't think she does, but she's wearing the Sage's ring, so it cuts that in half. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it because I don't want her whacking things with her staff. That doesn't really do much. So let's get those. I'm so happy that they actually have exactly what I'm looking for. I was just throwing it out there. I'm like, oh, I wonder if they'll have this. They absolutely do. I love it. I wish I could do vulnerable, but they're susceptible to fire damage or whatever. They're weak against it. I think I should probably do pretty well with just the weakness. All right, this should simplify things quite a bit. I wanted her to be a healer, but I was like, you know what? I also kind of want her to do, like, you know, some damage, and magic damage is pretty good. Problem is that if we come across an enemy who has reflect, I gotta be careful. You know, be hilarious though is if, like, I gave her the ruby ring. She hits a boss who's got reflect, and it's just reflecting back and forth between the two the whole time. That'd be hilarious. But we're not gonna do that. I'm just gonna turn these off for now. Oop, no. Turn it off. And then I'll swap this. So we'll go. There it is. No, not that. There we go. I'm just gonna set them up. This is what I hate. Because I can't choose nothing. Let me just do attack. Screw it. That way I can actually change it. I'm trying. I'm trying to be as creative as I can think. As earth, water. Oops. Wind. Holy. Or dark. And I don't have any of the spells yet, so this is going to be something. It's going to be expensive, but we're going to get it. Thank you, LeBleu's daughter. I forgot my cell phone. 1 second. Apparently I did not unmute my mic. I guess I didn't unmute my mic when I came back with my phone. Anyway, sorry. So, thank you for that. Otherwise, I would have been just talking the whole time with nothing. I keep doing that. My brain. Anyway, so what I was saying is playing Final Fantasy XIV, one of the ways that I look at RPGs for the most part, most RPGs, is what things, what abilities, what weapons, but mostly when it comes to something like this where abilities matter, I try to, and if I'm using this term correctly, I try to min-max my setup. Basically, set up for every eventuality where I have the minimal amount of abilities on my palette. Like, say, for Final Fantasy XIV, I've been playing that game for over 10 years now, so it's like, I basically utilize the macro system to the best of my ability, so that way I only have my essential abilities on the main palette, and that's all I ever see, right? And then there's abilities that I find just completely useless and trivial because they're so super situational and stuff like that. So I don't use those abilities. But for the most part, my palette is just the one palette. I never do like multiple. I don't bring every ability out and stuff like that. And now with, you know, Evercold coming out next year, they're going to be changing that whole thing completely. So, you know, macros kind of just go out the door. But for the most part, that's how I play RPGs. So in this situation with Princess Ash, when it comes to healing, it's really kind of difficult to get every eventuality, it seems, because I would like to use Cura, but not every character is going to get hurt the same. So using Cura seems like it'd just be a waste of magic points, because it's 26. But technically, it would be more powerful than Cure. So it's kind of tough. So you're trying to figure out, and then I figured Asuna fixes all issues, all status effects, but it only, I didn't read the description well. It only affects harmful status effects. Doesn't remove something that isn't harmful, like silence or blindness or something like that. So so the healing part, you know, I kind of just, I'll play with it. But for this, because she's also, I took on the Black Mage tree as well, I want her to be able to counter anything we can figure out. So like the one boss that was ice, I didn't even know it was ice until I started noticing that like it was healing itself. I'm like, what is healing this thing? And it was because Bosch had the ice brand weapon that he, every time we were doing damage, he would just heal it back up. And I'm like, uh-oh. So that would be something that I'd want to have in the back pocket for Ash. She's healer first, but when nobody needs any healing, you know, and the whole thing with Bosch having protect and shell and, you know, decoy on, I suppose I could just do that manually. It's a lot to do manually, but I want to see if maybe I can actually set her up with every spell possible, so that way she can just, you know, start shitting on things. But I'm gonna sell what I've, you know, what little I have here. I read online where it's like, you know, you want to sell till you maybe have 10 stacks and then leave it alone until you stack up again. I don't know the point behind it, but I'm doing what the internet tells me to do. So, like, you're supposed to have at least 10 stacks. For what reason, I don't know, but it's what I'm following. I'm following the internet's advice, so. Oops, didn't want to do that. Shit. Pebbles are completely pointless. They're not worth much. Marlboro fruit. 612. Okay. Ooh, finally. Survival set. Antidotes, echo drops, and echo herb, or eye drops and echo herbs. Echo drops. I think I already had like maximum of those, but if I didn't, there you go. All right, so we've already got Thandaga, Firaga, and Araga. Okay, bio's a little different. There's Blizzara, not Blizzaga. Darkra. But see, interesting. Darkra's not a black magic spell. Interesting. It's arcane magics. Oh, I see, I see. So that one I don't think I'll be able to use. I don't think I'll be able to counter dark because she doesn't have arcane magic. She has black magic. MP cost is 16. With the Sage's ring, it's half. I hate the fact that it doesn't tell you how much damage. You know, even just a potency or something. All right, we're gonna have to do some work here. But let's see if let's see if we can afford the rest of the actual gear, and then we'll work on getting the spells later. Right now, I just need her to be a healer. I'm okay with her not doing damage. I need her to focus on healing, for God's sake, because it's a problem. Weapons. All right. He gets a new rune blade, and I get a burning bow. Again, burning, but has no element. Makes no sense, but whatever. Oh. Yeah, whatever. All right. Now the armor, hopefully it's not... There's 14 right there. She's already got a new one. Hold on. Let me get her equipped with that new one, see if it actually is like... a Hypno Crown. Dude, look at that jump in magic resistance. Magic power is very slowly going up, but... See, the mirror mail is not good, because then he can't be healed by my own person. I want to put it on, but it's not good. Right, he still doesn't have the license for that, so I can get her 21,000 here. And then I'll have to work on getting Bosch his stuff. .73 to 78. It's pretty good. Okay, now we're gonna sell... I've learned not to sell weapons or armor that have elements on them, because that could be useful later on. You never know. So, with this thing, I take half fire damage, but I'm weak against ice. Not great. Keep it just in case. You know, if I come across a fire boss, I'll just put it on quickly and leave it at that. Right. And then for his accessory, I'm gonna give him back the, I'm sick of casting Libra, so I'm just gonna put Bangle on. Fuck it. Alright, he's got the battle harness, she's got the Sage's ring. I'm still so disappointed with the ruby ring and how it works. I don't think it should reflect friendly magic. I don't think it should. I think that's kind of busted, but if they'd allowed it to not be... Wait, do I have to go that way? Oh, I do. If they allowed it to not... Wait, where am I? With those, remember to swap it when I run into new enemies. Yeah, that was, you know, that's not what I'm used to. That's why I'm trying to, like, take care of every eventuality, but... Oh, let me go save first. I think they obviously made it so that it also affected friendly spells, because if they didn't, the reflect, or the ruby ring, the reflect property would be overpowered as fuck. Like, you could just heal your guy and he would reflect all magic. See, but that's the thing. It only would reflect magic, not physical damage. So if he can still get hit by physical damage. That's why I don't like the fact that it's just like, oh, it reflects even friendly heals and stuff. So stupid. I know why they did it. I just hate it. All right, there we go. Now we'll go and take that fancy little car. To the palace or something, wherever we're going. Oh, it's a cab. Only those with 3 or more chops may ride this cab, boy. Nothing personal, I assure you. What? Chops? A chop? What's that? Thank you. At least they're going to explain it. Also, Jacob, quick. Princess Ash or Fran, go. If you lack a chop, you pay coin. That's... $1 million? What? Get the fuck out of here. Having a spot of trouble, are we? Oh, boy. I have a message from Master Balthier. He's waiting in Central. He says to come quickly. On this? But we need a chop. What is a chop anyway? When a boy wants information, that's right. A boy pays 2,500 gills. Sounds about right? Dude, I swear to God, this guy is going to take every last penny I've got. Alright, alright. I like Princess Ash. I go with Fran all the time, though. She is so fine. Why, any upstanding citizen of the Empire carries a chop. It's a mark of status, sometimes a writ of transit, others. What? Those bunny ears, though. I'll look past it. If you were aiming to go to Central, where the gentry live, I'd think you'd need 3 chops. How do you get them? Like I've said, the key is knowledge, boy. You do your part here on the streets, talk to the right people, you'll earn your chops in no time. That doesn't sound so bad. Well, it is, I bet you. Oh, people on arcades love doing good deeds. Why, if they're helping you out, it must mean they're superior. Understand, boy? Not sure I do, but I'll give it a try. Thanks, Jules. Douchebag. Friend of Master Balthier's is a friend of mine. Yeah, right. Fran doesn't like you, I can already tell. She does not like you at all. I've seen her go crazy. She will literally scratch your eyes out, dude. So I had to Google it because I remember there was some kind of trick to steal heal with the ruby ring. Well, other than potions, that's the only thing I can think of. Have you seen those chaps running hell-mel about the city? Hell-mel? Newcomers are always this way, working up a sweat as they claw their way up the ladder. You look to be in much the same situation as was I long ago. Never fear, you'll get there as I have. Chin up, onwards and upwards, and all that. Says you can cast heal on the enemy and it will bounce back onto you, bypassing the reflect. Well, now wait a second though. Also, an oral ring on the healer will bypass reflect. Ah, I see. Cast heal on the enemy, but wouldn't the enemy have to have reflect? Because the enemy is not always going to have reflect on. Oh, opal ring. I haven't gotten one of those yet. I'm crying wares for the armorers. You should have a gander if you need aught. When I get enough chops, I'll be riding right into one of them cabs and okay. I cannot. Bloke who was in my shoes and now he's made some of himself. That's good to hear. I'll get there someday. You look like a newcomer yourself. Ain't got many chops, I bet. I know. It's, Hey, we got one. Okay. There's a researcher. Oh, gentry. I yearn for some new jewelry, and one ring in particular, a rare blue diamond. I saw it just yesterday, yet we can ill afford such luxury. Doesn't say reflect is needed on the enemy, and that sounds right to what I remember. So you just cast heal on the enemy and it just goes... How do you control where it goes? Never know when you might need extra for an emergency. Still, my husband's enterprise has done well. I'm sure we'll soon have gil enough. New employee of mine broke an instrument on his first day in the lab. I really want to give him some words of encouragement, but I'm so busy. Worry not, I'd tell him. Such things only cost 1 million gil or so. Your concern should be the bigger picture, not such trifling details. I want him to know I'm on his side, you see. Words of encouragement. Okay. Recently begun work at a laboratory. Tis like heaven for me. Plenty to read and no one telling me I ought to do otherwise. Why, the laboratory library is the envy of every student in the academy. There's no greater store of obscure text anywhere in Evilis. Can't say that's information. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, obviously. Oh, wait. No, he'd be... Oh, nice. Okay, that worked. I thought the researcher was going to want to do the whole library thing. Okay. A grand line of gamesmen. That doesn't have anything to do with that. Yeah, she's the one I talked to. Okay, so that's a food thing. So wait. The gamesman, does that mean... Okay, that didn't really do anything. I just want to get 3. Okay, well I know where that one is at least. Dude, where's... Okay, the gamesman is really slipping my fingers here because I have no idea. But this guy, you know, I'll take his and commit it to memory. And then go to this lady down here, I think. Yes. There we go. We got 3 chops. There's more that I can do, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm getting my chops. Oh, get out of here. Out of the way, out of the way. I'm going to the castle. Wait, hold on. Up. Oh, douchebag McGee's gone. Never mind. All right. Didn't know it was gonna rumble that much. Oh, look who it is. So please, you could join me. Jules had a morsel for us. A light airship used by Dracula researchers is just up ahead. We'll take that and go in through the service entrance. Let's make haste, shall we? Okay, now he wants to join again. Goes off and does whatever he wants. Let that save. Wait, do I have any? I feel like I did get some black magic spells. Okay, so I've got fire, silence, sleep, poison. So I do have some, but fire's the only one really that I can finish. I just need to get her a license. License. All right, we're in the black magic one here. Where's the fire? Should be up here, I guess. No, that's staff. There we go. There's silence and sleep, which, you know, again, I'm just looking for damage output, really. So, yeah, we got all this stuff. I finished the white mage one, right? Yeah. Oh, wait. Sword. Why does she have a sword unlocked? That doesn't make sense, especially a great sword. Doesn't make any sense. I'll get that last. Oh, whatever. All I needed was fire. So she could do that. Now, obviously, the problem is that she's not going to cast anything if the enemy's not weak to fire. So this will be on, but she won't be doing anything. I think on this, foe, party leaders, target. I'll just turn that on for now. I can do the manual healing of people, or at least the manual removal of bad touch. Oh, something's going on.
The accomplices of the Senate have been quelled, Your Honor. Our forces sustained but light casualties.
You have leave to withdraw. One detachment will remain here to guard Dracula.
My lord.
Do you think they're onto us?
It would seem not, though this will make our task more difficult still.
Short cutscenes. Okay, they're guarding. There's no way I can go through that. Well, I guess we'll just have to try. Oh, wow, we can. Okay. We just walk right through. Okay, what about you? What are you doing? Terribly sorry, but there's been an emergency. No one is allowed to enter central. Okay. What about you? You know what I mean. Is that a threat? Okay. Certainly took your time getting here, didn't you? Off seeing the sights, perhaps? Not likely. You know how long it took to get the chops to get up here? What's that? But I gave Jules some chops. Oh, wow. He's a fucking thief, dude. A squad of judges has been sent to Draclor. You'll find the service entrance rather difficult proposition, I'm afraid. I'm not paying this asshole any more money. You're doing, no doubt. Or you're doing, no doubt. You knew how the Ministry of Law would move, so you had Vaughn out collecting chops until the judges could reinforce Draclor, of course. Tell me, how much did the Ministry pay for word of the prodigal son? The Ministry? Oh, judges make poor customers, my friend. Too many rules, too many laws. Perhaps you didn't know, Master Balthier, that Draclor is a toy box these days, filled with your Lord Father's conceits. All developed without the Senate's knowledge, of course. Why, not even the Emperor knew the full extent of Dr. Sid's operations. Now here's the catch. Since Vane had himself declared dictator, nary a peep has come out of that laboratory. I know people who would sell their own mum for the merest scrap of information about the goings-on inside Draclor. People like Rosarian sympathizers worried about the Empire's weapons programs, and anyone else who might be opposed to House Salador hegemony. So we create a disturbance, and you get their windfall of your windfall of dirt on Draclor. And in exchange for your service, I've spoken to a cabbie. When he asks where you want to go, tell him you know where to go. Simple, no? Ah, a deal brokered in true Arcades fashion. Why, it's just like old times, Jules. Brings a tear to my eye. Good to be back, eh? My regards to your Lord Father, Master Pombran. Rather, Master Balthier. Anon. Oh, we got his real name. I had a feeling Balthier wasn't his real name. The minute that he mentioned that Sid was his father, I was like, I bet you that's not his real name. To hide who he is. Obviously, child's play. Okay. Chops of pine, chops of sandal. They're worth more than life itself here. Don't let yours go lightly. You know where to go. Go there, eh? You sure? Let's go. Shut up and let me on. Open the door now. So this Jules, is he some old friend of yours, Balthier? You two seemed close. Close enough for fisticuffs. Driver, faster if you please. I would be loath to expend any of the violence of my present mood on my companions. Sir, yes, sir. Balthier wouldn't lay a hand on us.
Where to?
Come, this way.
It's too quiet.
Passing strange. There are supposed to be guards here.
Maybe you were just lucky, huh?
Maybe you're just optimistic.
Something may be afoot. We proceed with caution.
No time for caution. Step to it. Sid's chambers are on the top level.
Okay. Yes, very interesting. Everything's wide open. And everybody's dead. The fuck? What happened here? That's a good question. You are with him? What does that mean? With who? With who? Answer me, Imperial. Wait, hold the phone. Hold the phone. Who can I talk to? There's gotta be more people that have something to say, like this guy. Help me. So, two of them. You're with him and help me. That's all we got. I feel like something is about to happen. Who are we gonna find? Wait, what? Top floor. Take me up. Seriously, it's weird that this is like, it was a flame bow or fire bow, and it's not, there's no element of fire on it. It's weird. You're just gonna call it that because it looks like fire. Okay. I guess it's not on the... I thought he said it was the top floor. Go to 67 then. 67? I hate myself for just even saying that. It's a stupid meme and it never should have happened in the first place. It means absolutely nothing. It means this generation is stupid. That's what it means. Don't think you'll get away with this. I didn't do anything. Who the hell is he talking about? Did Balthier go ahead of us and just beat the shit out of everybody? Stay away from Dr. Sid. Okay, well, at least we got an idea. CDB? You mean CBD? Hey, oh. Some high oils.
He's had visitors, one's lacking manners by the look of it.
Someone after the Nethicite?
The XII, was it? 6 years, and ever since you got back, this. What madness found you there?
Up above us! Drop bulkheads 5 and 8! Be to it!
They found us.
He's earlier visitors, more like. We should lie low for now.
No, we'll use their confusion. We need to find Sid now.
Okay, now we have no map, so... Well, we do. We don't have a mini-map. That's fine with me, because I've got this, and it's basically cheating at this point. Okay, that's locked off. We gotta go this way. And now we go to here. Hello, one and all. We're here to kill you. Okay. On 70. Good to know. The problem is that can't get back to the elevator. Oh, save. Save crystal? Yeah, I know that. I clearly can't leave now because everything's locked. Game. It's going there. So the bulkheads red and blue are activated alternately. When one opens, the other locks. No one who wasn't intimately familiar with the workings of the laboratory could get through. The guards will find them soon enough. Then, who might you be? Somebody who shouldn't be talking to. Thanks for the info, dummy. Open sesame. Oh, hey, how you doing? Stop hitting me. Okay, so there's HP regen. Oh, hey. All right, we got more. Okay. We can't go to... Interesting. Oh, for God's sake. What are you guys doing? Go away. That won't save you, man. Sorry to tell you. Aha! Oops. Hello? I always liked blue better. Just a better color. Ooh, freebies. Claymore. So if I decide to change Vaughn over to two-hander, there you go. I just need to remember who to go to talk to. Okay, so that was a free Claymore. Now... I have to go back. I can't imagine how frustrating this might have been on the original version, given the fact that I guarantee you it wasn't loading this fast. Oh, for God's sake. So... maybe there's another way up from... well, no, 68 was literally like just one room. Probably have to go down a level. Aha! So there's okay. There's 70%. I just got to figure out if she'll do it at, you know, lower percentages. Don't touch me. There we go. Let me open up the red. You guys are waiting for us? You have nothing better to do. Hey, how you doing? See, Bosch is dunking on their heads. Let's go. Oh, forgot. Guys, get a hobby. At least they're not attacking me that much. Just leave me alone. Yeah, so we have to go... to go around. I guess we'll see what's in this room, but I doubt it's mechanics. See, if I open the red, that blue door will be closed, and this is literally nothing. Oh, never mind. It's a thing. It's got things in it. It's one of these rooms. Okay. All right, so that wasn't correct, as far as I can tell. So we have to be able to... Alright, so we have to go through there now. I don't know why it's so warm in here. It's 65. I have a window fan and it's not blowing the cold air in here well enough. Again with this. Now wait a second though. That's kind of screwy because it's like now I can't get to the other side. But if we open the red, we'd have to go up and around, which is probably what we're gonna have to do. This is so tedious. So we have to go up north here. I have to go up and I don't know. I don't remember what's in there. Probably a storeroom of some sort. So we go down this way. Then we go down and around. Oh, get out of the way, fatty. Alright, so there's the blue. What the fuck was that, dude? Who does that? Okay, there you go. So she just cast something else. I think she was Cure, maybe Curaga. Okay, so there's the blue. Let's see if there's a switch in here. Yes. Okay, that's where I went wrong. What I should have done was just checked every room. Dude, are we serious? Oh my god. Down here then? This is ridiculous. Yep. This one's not working. Awesome. Simply a treasure room. Let's go over here. Ow. Oh, here we go. So, okay, now I can go back around this way. And then, boom, we got it. That took a bit. Okay. Nope. Oh, thank God. Look at that. Holy crap. She saved my ass right there. Okay, it's working. It's a weird way to go about it, but it's working. Oh my God. God, high potions are garbage now. Oh wow, that actually worked way better for him than I thought. Yes. Whew, man. Bit of a lengthy puzzle. Cutscene.
My apologies. You bear not the stench of Cid's lackeys.
And you are our earlier visitor.
Yes, a valuable man, one I'd sooner not lose. Yet he knows too much.
Another quick cutscene, okay. Okay, I imagine that was probably Cid. Yes, 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 yes. I won't be to leave. All right, so we'll do this last little bit. I'm guessing we're going to be fighting Cid, I'm guessing. See what happens. Another cutscene.
Cid, you know Deifacted Nethicite brought down the Leviathan. How can you persist in this folly?
And you've come here to stop me. I'd fain see you try.
Consider your bones, old man. You're outmatched.
Pirate scum of the skies. What brings you here?
Treasure. What else would a pirate want? We'll take the Dusk Shard.
You've come all this way for that trinket. I thought you were above this. What's that? The Princess of Dalmasca come to visit. She's not entirely without merit. A test of sorts for our princess?
You're a babbling fool.
A trial for a Shelia Banargan Dalmasca!
You lust for the stone's power, do you not?
Lend him not your ears, milady. He means to use you.
Manufactured nethicite, like Bergen.
How could you do this? How could you fall this far?
Okay. And so it begins. Oh my god, he's just casting all that stuff there. Hold on. Let's get Protect on Bash, or Bosch, excuse me. Oh.
Always hiding behind your toys. Pity if anything were to happen to them.
Yeah, I figured. But first things first, we got Protect on him. Oh, yeah, let's do Shell. Did Protect go on him or not? And then green. Let's hit it.
How about some of this? Got a surprise for you.
Another red spiral.
How about some of this?
No, that was a mischarge. Fuck. It was going too fast. For 30 FPS, it's going too fast. Torrent. I bet you most of his health is just gonna still be there. The quickenings just aren't as powerful as you'd want them to be. Okay, so half his health is gone. That's not bad. Bosch still has one.
It pains me to inform you that your time here is over. The curtain
What
falls.
the fuck? You make a railgun? Holy shit, dude. Did nothing. Get out of here, dude.
You shouldn't have.
This creature. So this is your Vinar.
A Shelia Benargin Dalmasca. Just how far will you go for power? Does your lust for nethicite consume you? Am I right? I am, aren't I? A worthy daughter of the Dynast King. You would do well to go to Giruvegan. Who knows? You may receive a new stone for your trouble.
Your words mean nothing to me!
The reins of history back in the hands of man. I too make for Giruvegan. Give chase if you dare it.
Hate it when he does that.
Mayhaps you think me remiss, the Lady Ash of Dalmasca? The Sky Pirate Rethus, at your employ.
The Imperial Senate, powerless to resist House Solidor's brutal purge, was dissolved. Vayne Solidor reigned supreme over the Empire. Though this upheaval shook the Imperial Bastion to its foundation, these developments were, to say the least, welcomed by her military. The authoritarian rule of the judges, in tandem with the impending threat of Rosarian invasion, served to foster camaraderie among its ranks. For our part, the Resistance mustered strength in the border skies, making ready for the task ahead. A war to decide the doom of Ivalice would soon be upon us.
Squads Flametongue and Ogrenex are away. All ships reporting in. They're breaking to begin ship-to-ship maneuvers against us.
All hands, full ahead flank.
We shall make ready to repel their attacks. Counter-air. Track them as though they were the enemy.
Counter-air, to your stations.
A dispatch from Naldoa Command, Excellency. The Sky Pirate has left Arcadian airspace. He makes for Balfonheim with the Lady Ash and her party.
It is good to know the lady still lives. But what of our bid for the stone?
With the stone or without, our resistance should prove an even match for the Imperial Army. These weeks of training have honed our edge.
I pray 'tis sharp enough.
They choose to supply the resistance, yet raise not a sword in aid. What city could do this?
A city of men without countries, pirates of the sea and of the sky. Few are they who would fain lay down their lives for a friend, let alone a king.
The Marquis. He is set on war?
The time approaches when he must make his position vis-à-vis the Empire clear. When he helped you off the Leviathan, he spited the judges full sore. He cannot sit in idleness and expect to avoid a reckoning. The Marquis shares my distaste for war. Yet, if it comes to it, he will show no quarter.
For the time being, we will continue to train the Resistance Army. Enough power on our side, and even Vayne may see the appeal of the treaty table.
Yet Vayne holds the Nethicite. What makes you think he would treat when he holds such power? Power enough to sink the Leviathan.
All the more reason for me to support your infiltration of the capital. You said it yourself. The Nethicite is a powerful weapon. I would have you acquire it for me.
I have not said I would give you the Midlight Shard.
If there is no stone, I would have to look elsewhere for aid.
Then you would ally with Rosaria.
As I must. Failure's not an option.
It's just what Vayne wants. He lures the Rosarians and the Resistance to the field, then crushes both with the Nethicite.
I think not. Cid has a stone. We grab it and smash it to pieces with the Sword of Kings. Vayne will be left holding nary a thing. Time is short. We follow Cid. He's heading towards Giruvegan.
Giruvegan.
It is told of in a song of my people. On the farthest shores of the River of Time, shrouded deep in the roiling mist, the Holy Land sleeps, Giruvegan. Who knows the paths, the way to its doors?
Then you seek the Yogg Defour. Deep within the jungle of Golmor, there is a corner of the Feywood where a mist storm surges and seethes.
And that's it. Let's go.
Right.
Not coming with us? Forget your precious Nethicite already?
Cid's words rang hollow to me. I will follow another course.
Ah, another lead then, is it? You're well informed.
I could well say the same to you, pirate.
Hurry it up, or we'll leave without you.
Ah, Vaughn. I've had some of my men check on this Feywood. Best ask what they've found.
Okay. Thanks for the help, brothers.
Fly first, ask questions later. Your apprentice is more pirate than you.
I don't have an apprentice.
Princess Ash, I would hear your heart. If Dr. Cid has spoke the truth, you may well be rewarded with more Nethicite in Giruvegan. Tell me, do you still desire the stone?
I desire its power. I want, yet I also fear. I must protect Dalmasca. I can't afford to fear anything.
Do not forget Nabudis. That is my only counsel for you.
Ah, I guess if you finish talking with Lord Redes, I suppose you'll be wanting to hear about the Feywood. Riken, why must we aid these people? They seek only to further their own ends and care little for our Lord's wants, if at all. These people, I see only a boy, and it's by Lord Redes' command. If you have concerns, I've got me a nose for ill intent. I'll take the measure of them. She had booty shorts. Or a little less than booty shorts. What the fuck? Alright, not bad at all. He measures up quite nicely. This one means no harm to Lord Redes. Measure? You barely measure up to his waist, and that's counting the parrot. Your concerns duly noted. I, for one, plan on following Lord Redes' orders. Do as you please, but know that no good will come of this. I apologize. Pay her no mind. Now, where was I? Yes, south of the vast Golmor jungle in Kirwan, there lies a place known as the Feywood. We've already been there. The mist there is far denser than most, and even should you make it through that, there's no guarantee you'll make it past what lies beyond. Aye, he speaks of the hidden trial of the Feywood, which must be passed to open the gate to the holy land of Giruvegan. Okay. Damn. Yeah, those are shorter than shorts. They're shorter than shorts. I was supposed to be wearing a bikini or something. let's go ahead and find the save spot. Also, let's see what kind of, because we didn't buy any new, well, no, we did. But we couldn't, I don't think we could buy everything in the last place, did we? Deathbringer, dude. There's another upgrade for Bosch. Okay. I can get a new bow already. Nothing for Lady Ash, though. Stuff's getting expensive. Armor? No, just Emma. Ah, armor. There you go. So we've got... She's already got that one. Jade Gown. He still doesn't have the license. See, I gotta get his licenses up. Wow, I certainly have got some... Ooh, camera, please. Got some work to do, don't I? But I'm gonna find a save spot, and that'll be all for the evening. Let's see if we can find it. There it is. Well, there it is. I think that's some good progress. It's been a while since we got one of those diary cutscenes, so that was kind of cool. We finally got one of those, which means we've probably gone to another major portion of the game. So looks like we're going back to the Feywood just to get to Girovegan, where my guess is all the vegans reside, and we can just blow the place up. We're going to have some work to be done here. I'm probably going to do that this weekend. So that way, next time we come back to Final Fantasy XII, we're going to be like, you know, we're going to be pretty set. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to do some grinding. But tomorrow, I think we're going to do some more Final Fantasy XIV. So we're going to get back into that. Work some more on our Bard. Do the dailies, obviously. And make our way to level 80. And gather up the new gear while we do. Whoop. But that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate your time and attention as always. And please join me again tomorrow night, where we're going to pick back up in Final Fantasy XIV, work on our Bard some more, and just hang out and have a good time. And I hope to see you guys there. Should be 7 o'clock, same time. Unless it's nice out, then I'll probably go to the park, and then maybe we'll be at like 8 o'clock or something like that. But, you know, we'll see. I don't know what the weather's going to be like. So just keep your eyes and ears open for that. And look for a scheduled stream. Then you'll know. But until then, I'm Adam Wolf. This is Final Fantasy XII. And I'll see you guys later.